Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Star Wars Galaxy of Yeti here with another roster review. I'm sitting here with a nice 8% triple hoppy Belgian-style local brew, and I was thinking it's time to get another roster review in. Not quite sure where the Yeti went, though. He was just here. Yeah, well, let's get into it. We've got Glenn Quagmire here. Look at this. Number one. Very nice. Number one in the fleets as well. Very nice. 17 in the arena. Very nice. I like how he's running the Tesla team. That's something that I definitely definitely like here. Let's get into his squads here. So right now I've not looked at his roster at all yet. So we're gonna have to first we're gonna go and we're gonna check out. I think CLS should have. Number 2, okay. Let's see what we got working here. I mean, obviously he's doing well in the ring. 125, yes, it's all right. I was hoping to see a little bit faster on Luke there, but hey, whatever you got to do. Let's see here. R2's burning. 130, nice. What is potency? 60. What was the potency on Luke there? 52, 41, that's good. Yeah, that's I can see why it's at 17. That's a hell of a CLS team, really. Obviously, look at the damage on Han Solo there. That's going to be insane. Let's go have a little peek. It's like this is the first G13 Han Solo I've had a look at. Whew. Yeah, that's going to hurt. And this is the kind of the interesting thing. Look at that. I mean, when was the last time you saw a Han Solo with 90,000 health and protection? That's that's pretty decent. what's his 70? Oof, nice. Crit damage is lovely. Crit chance is lovely. So yeah, I mean, obviously there's nothing wrong with that Rebels team. Let's get into some of the key factions we got here. I see a Bosk there. Let's have a look. Okay, I mean. Dengar's lacking a little bit. IG I don't like in this team very much. I'm a big fan of Dengar with his assists on the Omegas, on his, I believe it's on his payout where he assists. Yeah, there it is. 6% chance to assist. Yeah, I quite like that. But all in all, bounty hunters look pretty decent. 11s and 12s, I dig it. Just Dengar needs a little bit of gear love, and then that's a pretty strong team. Let's get down to those Night Sisters, see if he's got any raid love. This is, this is really. Oh, I don't need to be looking by the speeds anymore. But yeah, this is really common, and it's not particularly shocking. It's just once again, it's like Night Sisters are just such an important faction. Just even for just raids and territory battles, territory battles and territory wars. They're just they counter most things on offense. It's just pretty excellent. So seeing some love on the Night Sisters would be good. Let's go for the Old Republic. Okay, no work on Jedi Revan or Darth Revan that I can see. Sith Empire. All right, we got Darth Karen's all geared up. Marauders there. Let's check out their Sith. Alright, so that's got like a little Nihilus. Let's go see the rest of the Empire for that. Pretty solid. He's got a troopers team that's like underway. There's a little bit of gear needed on the troopers. I don't think stormtroopers really needed. That's somebody you can kind of like leave to the sidelines. Veers, Stark, Death, Storm, and Snow. Not Storm, sorry. Veers, Death, Stark, Snow, and Shore. That's good, but a range trooper really makes this troopers team click. So if you're gonna get a little bit more focus on these troopers, absolutely gonna need to get range trooper up. He is so vital. He doesn't need to be fully starred up, but you should probably gear him and get him ready, because this his steady boost is just pretty excellent with the protection up, and it's just once again, it's just so strong. Range needs to be a part of it. Doesn't need to be 7 stars to be a stunner, but he just needs to be in there. I like him over over Shore. Why do I keep doing that? Anyway, but yeah, so I like him over Shore Trooper. I think even against something like a well-developed Night Sisters team, you're going to want Death and Snow and Range to go with your Veers and Stark. Well modded to get the turn order right. I mean, it really can wreck a Night Sisters team, even with Night Sisters Spirit, but it's got to be done just right. It's like if you need a little bit of more info on Troopers, my boy DB Official, he is like the Trooper King. That guy's Troopers team is ridiculous. I don't think I've ever seen him lose. And he's taken him against a lot of crazy teams. Like he's got that team really dialed in really well. I saw he had Millennium Falcon, so let's check on Rogue One. Yeah, totally fine. Yeah, no issues with that. Because they're just pilots. And let's see. How's it going on Galactic Republic? Not really got much going on here. So it looks like he's really focused on Rebels and getting the Falcon and getting that CLS team up, which is pretty solid. Ewoks look pretty good. Scout really lacks when it comes to getting that 7th star on C-3PO, but more importantly, Scout just doesn't have the damage of Wicket. You're going to want to get Wicket into the team and start up for pretty much everything going forward. Like your territory battles, territory wars, Wicket is just, Scout doesn't do what Wicket does. So I'm gonna go ahead and say, like, you need to give Wicket some love. There's stun guns on that node, so it's something you can just kind of pick away at and work him up there, because Scout's good at G11. You can just kind of leave him at that. I'd like to see 12 on. I mean, if you're gonna put the gear into the Ewoks, otherwise just take them all to 11 and call it a day. If you're not really gonna focus on them, you're gonna want to eventually probably get 12 on Elder, Logray, and Wicket, just to keep Elder alive, keep Logray alive, and for the damage on Wicket. That's basically it. That's what I can see with that. Okay. Has got anything going on here? Nothing really going on with First Order. Scoundrels. Nothing besides the bounty hunters and the CLS guys. Separatists. Okay. Not really much going on here at all. Well, he's got a nest, he just hasn't started gearing it. Okay. Jedi, nothing really going on. It's kind of interesting. Like he's really focused. It's kind of, I'm almost gonna say it's kind of almost put him in a little bit of a quandary. I gotta see this. Yowzes, ladies and gentlemen, yowzes. Good lord. I am super jelly of this Millennium Falcon. I just got my Falcon, so it's not nearly like that. Got Biggs at 12, good. Wedge is at 9. That's not really a big deal. Wedge isn't as good as I thought he'd be. Akbar at 12, very good, very good. Seems like he's working on this. I mean, is he starting to gear these guys, or? I mean, they're at 7s. I don't know if he's gonna take them all the way. Bistons is a weird ship. You've either got to fully commit to it, or you've got to just like not bother. Getting kind of halfway on a Bistons is strange. Like you've kind of got to get SRP to like the G10, G11 range to really get the benefits of having it. And that's just such a ball acher. It's like another Kenobi. It's just, you're just like Carbontes coming out of your ears. I mean, so yeah, it's like he's got a good Empire team. He's got good Ewoks, but not great. Good bounty hunters, needs a little work. His CLS is fantastic. Could be a little bit faster, but all in all, it's a pretty lovely team. I'm a little bit jelly of the CLS and that Hans Falcon. He's got the G12s on the guys he needs for Fleet, Akbar, and Biggs that are going to be in that starting lineup along with Boss with the double Zeta. I mean, that's going to be about as good as it's going to get for fleets until the Negotiator starts really getting in. And even then, we're not 100% sure how Negotiator's going to do against like a maxed Falcon fleet. I mean, all you know is the Geo Territory Battles one where it was really just an absolute shelling. But I can't think that that's the end-all be-all of everything, considering the levels. So he was asking where he should farm next, and that's, oh man, it's one of those ones where it's just like it's so open. He doesn't seem to really have anything like halfway done. You know, you've got Droideka at 6 stars. You got B1. Looks like you're putting some gear on him. You've got Magna Trooper. I mean, I gotta say, for this account, you can go ahead and get B2 Super Battle Droid out of the Cantina. You can do Magna from the Cantina. Battle Droid is really effective at any kind of star level as long as you're willing to gear him and put like the Zeta and Omega abilities on him. I mean, General Grievous might be a good team to go for next, so you can try to get Padme. I really like that. I mean, normally I'm talking about the Revans when it comes to... But he's got nothing. I mean, he's so far away from Jedi Revan and so far away from Darth Revan. Jedi Revan's so good in raids, and Darth Revan has like some limited use in raids. Like he can do some decent damage in P3 of the H-Sith. I don't know how far Bashla Shan and Juhani are. If I'm going to do a bunch of hard node farms with this account, I'm going to be basically looking to... I'm going to be doing... Let's see, how many hard nodes can we handle here? I'm going to do... Got to finish out Droideka. So that's 1. Darth Karen and Juhani for Sith Empire. That's going to be 3. So after that, I'm thinking Wicket and probably Range Trooper. I think those 5 should do it, because that's 3 with 1 for 100 energy a day. If he's doing was 150 energy a day refresh, I mean, yeah, that should be good. And then Range and Juhani are, I think, 12 and 16 respectively. So, or I think Range is. I'm not 100% sure on Range. Range might be 16, but he should have enough energy to get all those things done. That's if he's willing to grind on Wicket. If he doesn't really want to, and he just wants to get everybody to G11 as he has there, and then and then just jam his Ewoks on garbage patrol, or maybe on backline defense, you can totally do that. No one's really going to be bothered by that. I mean, it just, you've invested a lot of gear into the Ewoks, so well, not a lot, but I mean, Ewoks are a pretty easy gear. But you've invested in the Ewoks, and you've got Logray, and it looks like you're trying to get him to 7 stars for 3PO. I mean, if you're just trying to get 3PO, I would stick with this team. I would G11 Logray and Chirpa, and then shelf them, basically. Use them for territory wars, territory battles. If you need the team, like Grand Arena Championships, you can throw them on defense. You can put them to like clean up Phoenix teams, stuff like that. And then you don't have to worry about farming up Wicked at all. And that's super like understandable. So but there is definitely a fall off between Scout and Wicked, so that's something. I definitely think you're not too far from getting Darth Revan, and that's a good idea. You're worlds away from Jedi Revan. You haven't started on. I mean, it's kind of staggering. You haven't started on Bastila or Jolie or anything, which is totally fine. Not taking a swipe there, because Jedi Revan's viability has really gone down in very recently with G13 and the changes to Grievous and the way how effective Padme is. I mean, maybe you don't need the Revans, or maybe they can be something you get eventually later down the road. I wouldn't really feel it's a bad idea to farm Bastila at least. Then that way you have a good Jedi lead that's not going to be your Anakin, Ahsoka, GK trio for that Padme team. But I definitely think you should be farming Grievous out of the fleet's currency. I think you should get those Separatist droids and start getting them worked on, get Grievous worked on, and then try to get yourself a Padme. I think that's kind of where the meta is moving. It's something I'm working on myself. Even if Padme doesn't turn out to be the meta, she's a decent counter to Darth Malak. And you haven't got Jedi Knight Revan, so you can't do the Revan counter. I definitely think that's something you should be really focused on. The other thing I like is Night Sisters. If you don't want to do range and Wicket, you can try to get Zombie and Talzin. It's a little bit more energy though, so it's like a harder crunch. But I definitely feel like those are a couple of areas you could work on for sure. I love your fleet. I got nothing to say about it. That Falcon is fantastic. Your Bosk is about as good as a Bosk is going to get. Your Cassian's is geared enough. I mean, getting Cassian to like G11 would be a good move, but there's like a buttload of golden eyeballs when you get into G10. So that could be something you might want to give a miss. Anyway, like I said, Grievous, Padme, take a good long look at maybe getting Darth Revan, and that's about it. Have a good one. If you guys like the video, give me a thumbs up or give me a thumbs down. Put a comment down below and all the fun stuff. Anyway, take